rookies from the San Francisco 49ers have just received some massive shoutouts from one of the most respected players in the league, and honestly, this kind of recognition always gets fans hyped. I'm talking about praise that goes beyond the usual rookie hype. It's coming straight from a guy who knows the game inside and out, someone whose opinion carries serious weight. So let's dive into what exactly was said, because there's more here than meets the eye. First up, there's Nick Martin, a rookie linebacker who's been through a bit of a strange situation recently. It turns out he suffered a thumb fracture some weeks back. Now, you might immediately worry about injuries, especially for rookies trying to prove themselves, but the details are surprisingly reassuring. Martin didn't miss any off-season practice because of it, and he doesn't even need surgery. That's great news for the team and the fans, right? It means he's expected to be ready and fully fit by the time training camp kicks off. So this injury is more of a minor hiccup than anything serious. What makes the story interesting isn't just the injury itself, but where this information originally came from. It was shared by Trent Williams, a veteran offensive tackle widely respected around the league. Williams posted a video giving a shout out to Martin, calling him a new teammate and praising him as an East Texas guy who's already making plays despite breaking his thumb lifting weights. That last part caught a lot of attention, breaking a thumb while lifting weights. It's a bit mysterious, and Williams even joked about not wanting to get into the details. That kind of comment makes you wonder what really happened behind the scenes, but the real highlight is what Williams said about Martin's future. He didn't just acknowledge the injury and move on. He made it clear that Martin is destined to be a great player. He expressed excitement to watch Martin's success unfold in the NFL, which is high praise coming from someone of his caliber. Trent Williams isn't known for throwing compliments lightly, so hearing him say Martin is going to be great adds serious credibility to the rookie's potential. Another voice chiming in is Larry Krueger, who interpreted Williams' comments as a subtle hint that Martin's thumb injury might have happened doing something unrelated to football or training. That makes sense when you think about it. If it had been a football-related incident, the team and coaches would likely be more open about it. The suggestion is that Martin's injury occurred off the field, maybe doing something he shouldn't have been doing, which adds a bit of intrigue but nothing that seems to threaten his future. On the team, playing through a broken thumb is tough, but not unheard of in the NFL, especially for linebackers who rely heavily on their hands and tackling ability. It's impressive that Martin managed to keep practicing despite the pain, and that kind of toughness is exactly what coaches and teammates respect. We all know football players play through injuries all the time, but it's always worth noting when a rookie shows that level of grit early on. This isn't the first time veteran players have recognized Martin's talent. Other respected figures on the team have already spoken highly of him, adding to the growing belief that he's a special talent. When you get these kinds of endorsements so early in a player's career, it sets the stage for big expectations. It also gives fans and analysts alike something to get excited about as the new season approaches. Then there's another rookie who caught Trent Williams' attention, Michael Williams. When the veteran lineman saw him walk into the locker room, his reaction was immediate. This guy is a monster, a mountain of a man, a giant. Williams said that Michael has the genetic makeup to be a superstar, which is about as strong a compliment as you can get in the NFL for a player like Trent Williams, who is himself a physical specimen and known for his straightforwardness. To call someone else a future superstar is definitely significant. Some people had their doubts about Michael Williams, expecting him to be smaller than he actually is. But as Williams and others have pointed out, size and physicality matter a lot in this league, and Michael clearly has both in abundance. Alongside him, other players like Alfred Collins and C.J. West bring their own unique strengths, adding depth to the 49ers roster and giving the coaching staff plenty of options to build a strong defense. What's exciting about all of this is the honest praise coming from veterans who don't sugarcoat things. Trent Williams, in particular, is known for being candid, so when he speaks highly of rookies, it carries real weight. Coaches and front office folks probably cringe a little when he talks too openly, because it can put extra pressure on young players who still need to grow and develop. But that kind of honesty also pushes players to rise to the challenge. And that's exactly the kind of environment you want in a competitive NFL locker room. As training camp approaches just weeks away now, these rookies will have their chance to prove all the hype true. The anticipation is building among fans and insiders alike, and with endorsements like these, expectations are sky high. It's a great time to be a 49ers supporter, especially if you love watching young talent rise and make their mark. The journey of rookies like Nick Martin and MYLES Williams is just beginning. But the foundation they're setting with these early signs of toughness, talent, and praise from veterans hints at bright futures ahead. Every team needs players who can handle adversity, overcome minor setbacks, and step into the spotlight ready to perform, and needs to seem poised to do exactly that. So keep your eyes on these names because the start of the season will tell us a lot about just how far these guys can go. The 49ers are clearly building something special with this group, and the energy around the team is electric as the countdown to training camp continues. Whether it's breaking thumbs in mysterious ways or standing out in the locker room, just by showing up, these rookies are already making waves, and it's just the beginning. As the countdown to training camp inches closer, the excitement around these rookies continues to build. There's a special kind of energy that comes with seeing fresh faces join the team, guys who have something to prove and hunger to make their mark in the league. For Nick Martin and MYLES Williams, that energy is amplified by the high praise from veterans like Trent Williams. When a player of that stature publicly endorses rookies, it sends a powerful message not just to fans but to the entire organization. It means the locker room believes in them, and that's half the battle in a league as competitive as the NFL. What's fascinating is how these endorsements reveal more than just skill. They show character. Take Nick Martin's situation. Breaking his thumb lifting weights isn't the usual football injury, and the way Trent Williams alluded to the mystery behind it adds a layer of intrigue. But Martin's ability to push through that injury, to keep showing up and making plays despite the setback, speaks volumes about his toughness and determination. Those are traits that coaches crave, especially in linebackers who need to be both physically and mentally resilient to thrive at this level. Then there's MYLES Williams, who clearly made an immediate impression just by stepping into the locker room. Being called a mountain of a man isn't just about size, it's about presence and the way a player carries himself. Trent Williams' comment about MYLES having the genetic makeup to be a superstar hints at something special, something raw and powerful that can't be taught. Genetics give a player the tools, but it's how they use those tools on the field that ultimately defines their career. From what we're hearing, MYLES has both the physical gifts and the mindset to make a big impact. The 49ers have a history of developing defensive talent, and this new crop of rookies fits right into that tradition. Players like Alfred Collins and C.J. West, while maybe not as physically imposing as MYLES Williams, bring their own strengths and add depth to the squad. That mix of size, skill, and determination creates a well-rounded defense that can adapt to whatever challenges come their way. It's clear that the coaching staff is excited about what these young players bring to the table, and with veterans like Trent Williams backing them, the rookies have a strong support system. What really stands out in all of this is the culture that's being built. Football is a team sport, but it's also about individual journeys, how each player grows, learns, and contributes. When veterans openly praise rookies, it's a sign that the team values leadership and mentorship. That kind of environment can accelerate a rookie's development because it fosters confidence and accountability. You see it in how players like Fred Warner and Christian McCaffrey have spoken about these newcomers. They're welcoming them into a brotherhood that demands excellence, but also offers guidance. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers have been stirring in the NFL corridors. Could MYLES Garrett be heading to the San Francisco 49ers? The buzz exploded recently when Garrett reportedly arrived in San Francisco, accompanied by an entourage and what seemed like a celebratory atmosphere, sparking speculation that a major deal might be in the works. The Browns' star defensive end, known for his explosive pass-rushing skills and relentless energy on the field, would certainly be a game-changer for the 49ers defense if this move materializes. Sources close to the situation have hinted that Garrett's visit wasn't just a casual stopover or a routine meeting. Instead, the vibe was more akin to a festive introduction, leaving many insiders wondering if a signing or trade is imminent. The 49ers, always on the hunt to bolster their defensive front, would benefit immensely from a player of Garrett's caliber. His ability to disrupt opposing quarterbacks aligns perfectly with San Francisco's aggressive defensive schemes and Super Bowl ambitions. Though nothing official has been announced, the timing and nature of Garrett's arrival have only fueled the rumors. Fans and analysts alike are abuzz with the potential impact. Imagine Garrett lining up alongside Nick Bosa, a terrifying duo for any offense. the 49ers pass rush would reach an elite level, potentially altering the balance of power in the NFC West and beyond. Meanwhile, questions swirl around Cleveland's plans. If Garrett does indeed make the move, the Browns, who have invested heavily in building their defensive unit around Garrett, would face a huge void to fill. Would this signal a shift in their strategy or a rebuilding phase? The ripple effects of such a trade would be felt across the league, especially as teams watch the 49ers' defensive prowess grow. As the NFL world watches closely, this saga is far from over. Myles Garrett's apparent celebratory rival in San Francisco might just be the opening act in one of the season's most talked about moves. Whether it's a confirmed signing, a blockbuster trade, or simply a prelude to negotiations, the buzz surrounding Garrett and the 49ers promises excitement for fans craving high-stakes drama. In the off-season, stay tuned, this story is heating up fast. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.